Hey guys, it's me, Liz from Elizabeth's Flosstube. It is Sunday, June 5th. I filmed my 1 year of stitching whip parade yesterday, and my mom took my eel is out swimming around. That's exciting. Sorry, distracted. So my mom took Maggie to go for a walk. So I don't know when they'll be back because I went back to sleep for a little while. So let's do this while they're gone. So this is just my regular Flosstube, and this is Flosstube number 38. So here we go. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 whips. Okay, so I tried to work on everything a little bit, but a couple of things I just didn't do very much. So here we go. So I think probably the thing I stitched on the most this week was my Myths and Legends. I tried to stitch on it almost, it was almost every day. So, here's my board. Okay, so I worked on this 1, 2, 3 days, I guess. I thought it was more than that. Oh well, 3 days on Myths and Legends. This pattern is called Sampler Summer Patchwork or something like that. It's a big long name. By Stitch Mom Studio. I call it Myths and Legends because I am using the Myths and Legends, or the threads of Myth and Legend flower silks from Stitchy Box. So that's why I call it Myths and Legends. So one day I did 425 stitches. Another day I did like 600 stitches. And then another day I did 566 stitches. So I finished the Persephone's Pomegranate and started working on Hecate's Hounds. So here's where it was last time you saw it. Here is where I got to. So I can see. So I finished Persephone's Pomegranate, which is this color, and then this is Hecate's Hounds. So Persephone's Pomegranate is like a red, a purpley color, and white. And then Hecate's Hounds is a dark red, gray, and black. So there's that one. This one, I haven't changed a lot of the pattern, but I did move stuff to make it so it suits what I'm doing, because each of my colors is going to be a zigzag of diamonds. So like this leaf was supposed to be down, and then there was another diamond up here, but then that would make my zigzag wrong. So I just flipped it. So the diamond that was there is just going to go here. And then the way this pattern has it, it has 2 sets of these apples and 2 sets of these flowers. Both the apples are at the bottom and both of the flowers are at the top. So I just switched it. So I put 1 apple down here and 1 apple up top. And then I'm going to do 1 set of flowers down here and 1 set of flowers up top. And again, just to make it so it was more even. But other than that, this is really cool. I have caught a few tiny little mistakes and just gone with it. Fixed them just so these would be, sometimes they'd be like, there'd be just like an extra stitch in there so it wouldn't be symmetrical. But all of these small diamonds are different. There's no doubles. They're all a little bit different. This one I did, the whole motif was up one row, so it wasn't spaced correctly. So I just stitched it one row down so it would be spaced correctly. But I didn't change it. I just moved it so it was down one. But I love this one, so this is the one I go to a lot. I grabbed this one to work on. Then I did a little bit on Curious Mermaid. And this is one of my crazy scroll frame ones, because I have the Curious Mermaid and My Little Minnow are both by Autumn Lane Stitchery, and they kind of look like they go together. So I wanted to stitch them on the same fabric. So when I frame them either together or separate, when they hang next to each other, they'll be on the same fabric. But to have the edge, like the margin, I would have needed longer scroll rods, and I didn't want to do that. So I actually overlapped where the margin is right here, is overlapped, because neither one of those, that's gonna not be stitched on. So this one's Curious Mermaid, this one's My Little Minnow. So I did do some of the border at some point. I did 260 stitches, but it doesn't look like a lot, and it didn't feel like a lot. So I think the borders are going to go pretty quick. I think I did I did 2 strands. And that I blended 2 colors to get that color. 3750 and 3808. So it's a blue and a green. And then both of these are going to have, like, they have this dark border. So that's going to be on that one too. And then the mermaids themselves are going to be hand dyed by Rolanda silk. And I think it was called Red Wine or something, I think. So that's what the mermaids are going to be. Because I think I have enough to do both of them. And then the next day I worked on Maggie's name, which is this guy. I did 268. I just have been filling this one in. This is the one I call Maggie's Name. This is by Sam X Stitch. It was like a wedding thing, like a wedding remember thing. But I wanted to do it for Maggie, so it's going to say her name and her birthday instead of like Luke and Laura. Luke and Laura. But so I've just been filling in the background. I think I filled in this light green. I had to finish filling that in. And then after that, I've just been filling in the ecru background. And like, it doesn't look like there's stitching there, but there is. It's ecru. And this fabric is Tea Tree by XG Designs. So it's just a kind of a yellowy, creamy color, and then it's got splotches of light green and splotches of pink. And then I also, when we went to the in-laws, I wanted to bring something because there's a lot of times I just sit there and we watch TV or whatever while the kids run around. And I didn't want to bring anything I really had to think about. So I got out my geisha that my mom got me for Christmas. Because I knew I have so much black and it's just, I'm just going to be filling it in. So I just did some fill-ins. Oh, I forgot to do Okay, so Maggie's name. Here's where it was before. And then here's where I got to. So, there's that one. Okay, so this guy, like I said, it's just so much black. So, here's where I was before on this one. I did 184 stitches, so I didn't do a whole lot. But here's where we got to. I did, I think this. And then I didn't really get out my tablet for this one. I just got out my phone. And so I filled in this little corner here, and I did this black that's around the butterfly. I filled that in when I did the butterfly because there's some quarter stitches there, and I didn't want to forget what was a quarter stitch. So, so I didn't do much, but I figured I hadn't touched it in a while, and I figured I'd better get it out. Then the next day I worked on the Myths and Legends, and then June 1st I started my cross-stitch camp piece for Colorado cross-stitcher does cross-stitch camp. And so starting June 1st, you were supposed to start a project on June 1st, and you have to have it done by the end of June. And you just upload your progress, and you know, you make sure you tag her and Cross Stitch Camp 2022. It's just something to help get you motivated, and it's fun. So and it was supposed to be a holiday piece, and I couldn't think of anything I had that was holiday that I hadn't already started, because it has to be something new that you were just starting for this. And then I remembered I had, oh dang it, I meant to bring it up. Okay, hold on, let's see. No. Oh, it's gonna be in here somewhere. Basically, I keep a picture of everything in this planner, of all the projects I have. Huh. I don't have a picture of that one. Interesting. Well, that's crazy. Oh, definitely not in there. Okay. I'll just pull up a picture online. Okay. So here is what it is. That took a long time. So that's Sugar Plum Dreams. So this is what I'm going to do. But I made some changes with the last day I worked on it. So it's got a cat on his back, and then there's this white cat on the ground. And I decided, excuse me, I love Clydesdales. So I decided I'm going to make this a Budweiser Clydesdale. So I changed this white cat into a Dalmatian, and then I put rosebuds in his mane, because the Budweiser Clydesdales, when they're dressed up for like a parade, they have little rosebuds in their mane. So June 1st, I did 393 stitches. June 2nd, I did 416. June 3rd, I did 542 stitches. And this is just going to be my weekday project I'm taking it to work with me, stitching in the break room and after work. And so that's a lot of stitches in 3 days. So here is where I got to, and I'm not gonna hold that up. So here's where I got to. And so I've done a lot. I think I hit 15% already. So this is his tail. So this is the cat that I turned into a Dalmatian. So I basically just made a few extra stitches to make floppy ears. And then instead of the tail being curled down, I curled it up. And then I gave him polka dots to be a Dalmatian. Oh, and I gave him a little smile. You can kind of see. And then these are the rosebuds I put in the Clydesdale's mane. Next thing is I think I'm going to try to get his head, like to where the bow is. Because it's a lot of stitching in that Clydesdale. But I did get some of the tree filled in. I've got almost the top border all the way done. Once I finish the leafies and the sugar plums, I'm going to do my colonial knots. I'm doing colonial knots instead of just cross stitches there, just because I thought they looked like berries, so I thought that'd be cool. I don't do French knots, I do colonial knots instead. I feel like I get more of a uniform size with the colonial knots. So that's that one, and I love it. But it'll be nice to like just take the weekends off on it so I don't overwhelm myself, especially when I get to the big brown horse. And then I just take it to work in this really cool, it was like, it was to like take to the beach. I got this like 2 or 3 years ago. And it just is perfect size for this. I used my 8x8 Q-snap and my 11x17 Q-snap. So this is 8x11. And this fabric I actually had gridded for the Under the Sea stitch along by Frosted Pumpkin. But I needed fabric for this, and I'm like, I'm just going to use it. So it was already gridded and everything, so I just made a line so I know where this pattern will be. So I'm just gonna have to order another piece of this for the Under the Sea stitch along, since I haven't even started it. But so this is perfect. It fits right in there. And then since this was the Under the Sea stitch along fabric, I left my Under the Sea needle minder on there too. So it's cool. It just fits right in there, and I can zip it up and ready to go. And then the only other thing I worked on was my bluey stitch along, and I only did like 75 stitches. So here's where it was. Here's where I got to. I finished that color of Buddy. That's it. That is all my whips. They're home. Hold on. Whoa. Sorry. So that was all the stitching. I only have a teeny tiny bit of haul. Really not much of anything. I got the floss colors I need for the Colors of Water. I would show you a picture of it, but I only have it on the Silk app, and it's either on my phone or on my tablet that she just took in there, because she's making a little video. So I can't show a picture of it. I'll insert a picture. And then I got these at Joann Fabrics, and I was gonna make, like, I saw something cool, and I was gonna make it into like a scissor fob, and then I'm like, this is, it's gonna be a lot of money. It's gonna be like $10 to make this thing, so I'm like, forget it. But I did get these, because I figure I could still make scissor fobs. And then I got these at work. They're earrings, obviously, but I thought they would make a really cool needle minder. They're beaded, but they're felt on the back, so I'm gonna make a needle minder. other than that, that's it. I don't have anything else. I haven't ordered anything else. Mid-June, sometime this month, they should ship out the 2 boxes that I got from Forbidden Fiber Co. There was one that is a gamer box, and then one that is Candyman, which is Willy Wonka themed. And then I ordered a bunch of floss from her, but she's not sending the floss separate. I have to wait for those boxes to ship to get the rest of the stuff too. So that should come probably in the next couple weeks, I think, because it's already the 5th, and I think it says on or around the 15th that they'll ship out. So hopefully I get those soon, because they were really expensive and I really want to do them. I have an idea. So I've been watching Kansas City Girl in a Colorado World. I've been watching her old Flosstubes, and I'm trying to get slowly caught up, but I'm like 2 years back. And she's talking about how she made a couple of patterns and put them on Gumroad. And I've had this idea to do a spot sampler, where it's just cool things, like cool little motifs that I've seen in other things, and I'm going to combine them all into a spot sampler. And so a lot of them I've found on Pinterest, and I'm trying to, it was a bunch of them that were, there's some that are based on like Ukrainian cross stitch that they embroider their shirts and clothes with, and it's really pretty. The style is just so pretty. So then I was trying to look at other Ukrainian things like that. So there's a bunch of that, and some other flowers or vases or this or that. And then I also have a spot sampler that I want to do that's peacocks, where it'll be all these different little peacock motifs that I've seen in other projects, and I'm going to combine them into one big thing that's going to be like a peacock garden. So there'll be like a gate and vases and peacocks and flowers and stuff like that. And I'm going to try to combine it all and then see if I can get it working good enough. And I'm going to try to put them up on Gumroad. And I started working on it yesterday, but I had to get, I have to get a mouse pad, and I couldn't find my old mouse pad. So I'm just going to use a folder, I think. I was trying to do it at the kitchen table last night, and since the placemat is like a reddish color, my mouse wasn't liking that, because, you know, it's a optical mouse and it shoots a red beam. So it was having trouble, so I'm going to just try to use a folder, I guess. But this is all my Blueies characters for the Bluey Stitch Along. And I got to get working on that. Other than that, I've been watching something on eBay, and it is a Mirabilia. And it's red. It's Red Riding Hood. And she's gorgeous. And I think I want her to be my first Mirabilia. So this person has the pattern and the embellishment pack. So it's the pattern and the beads. And I'm either going to get it from them, or I might see how much it would be from 123 Stitch to get the pattern, the beads, and the Krynic, because this one doesn't come with a Krynic. So I might see. I kind of want to do it. But it might just wait a couple weeks. Next week is payday. Maybe I'll do it then. We'll see. I've never done a Mirabilia, because they're always on linen, because I'm sure there's lots of half stitches and quarter stitches and junk like that. So I would probably do it on like a 16 count Aida, so, because it's, I don't know, whatever. You know, it's usually called for 32 count linen. So if I do 16 count, I should be able to do it. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. But I think that's pretty much it. I don't really have a lot of plans other than trying to work on that. So here's like This one is for just the regular spot sampler idea. Like, these are ones that I have saved. And I'm going to try to combine them in some way. And then I have another one that's peacock stuff. So there's just, like this one. They're just cute little peacocks. So there's like one with a vase. And then there's like flowers and stuff. I don't know. I just thought it was kind of a cool idea. There's some that had some fancy backstitching though, like. Oh. So like there's these guys that are in this thing. There's this guy who's like the king. I don't know. I just thought it was a cool idea. So I'm going to try working on that. I see you too. And I feel like I said to go in the other room to do that, please.
But I'm recording now.
I understand, but I'm trying to record and you're very distracting and loud. So I don't really have any other plans. Probably work on the Sugar Plum Dreams when I go to work and after work. And then the weekends I can work on whatever. But I didn't stitch it all yesterday. Not at all. So I'll probably stitch on something today. I'll probably pick up Myths and Legends because it's my favorite. And I'm just going to scream because she's doing it in here, even though I told her not to. But she did film a tiny little floss tube of her own, and I'm going to insert that too. Because she's been doing, like, videos like she's talking to you guys. So I'm going to insert her little floss tube. After that, I will see you guys next week. Bye.
Hello. We have some stuff today.
We have some stuff today? Flosses? We have some stuff?
Yeah.
What are these?
This is some floss. Some things where I stitch.
Yeah?
Yeah. And we got some more stuff. Are you making a video too?
I was.
And we have this.
Yeah. Isn't that
I
pretty?
see the mermaid. Okay. This is our big cross stitch that we used to do together.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I would use my frame. Yep. When I would use my stand, I would pull up and then put down, and she would pull it down. Yep. Okay, are we done? Not yet? What else? Oh, this one too? Yeah, the camera's on this side. Here we go. Come in. Come in so they can see you too. Okay. Are you going to talk? What's this one? What's this one got on it?
This one has some hair.
Yeah?
Yeah. See this butterfly and the hair.
Butterfly?
Yeah.
Pretty
got
cool.
Some more string.
Some more thread. Don't pull. Yeah? You going to get that one too?
Yes. But this one now.
Oh. Well, here. There you go. You going to talk about this one? Do you know what this one is?
Yeah. It's blueies.
It's bluey?
No. It has blue in there and her there.
Who's that?
The girl that doesn't like bingo.
Yeah, what's her name?
I don't know.
It's Judo.
Yeah, Judo doesn't like bingo. Judo doesn't like bingo.
Nope. Okay. Is that it?
Nope. This one in the bag.
This one in the bag. Ooh, look at that.
Look at this. And it's so pretty. Mommy used to do it.
What's this?
That's a dog. A dog right there.
Yeah. What's this?
That is a bow.
A bow? Don't pick your nose.
But there's dried up
Yeah, but
nuts.
don't pick your nose. Okay. Are we going to show that one too? Oh, other way. What's this one? Is this one pretty?
Is this one pretty, guys? Yes, it is!
Wow!
They said a yes.
Okay. All done.
No, we're not.
Yeah. What else do you want to talk about?
I want us to talk about the owl and even unicorn. You can show the owl and I can show the unicorn.
Oh, you going first?
No, we're both going first.
Oh.
This,
Hello. I'm Mr. Owl.
I'm Mr. Unicorn. See my tie?
Yep.
No, pretend you're an owl talking.
Oh, that's a nice tie.
Thank you. It's so very nice, isn't it?
I smell good. I smell good.
Yeah.
Oh! How dare you? I'm leaving.
Pretend that he came back.
No, we're done.